Are live. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Good Friday afternoon. Woo, Friday afternoon. This is unusual. This is unusual to be live in the afternoon. Sorry, we don't talk about alcohol during the day, do we? No, of course we don't. We leave it to the evening. Not anymore, folks. So hello. Got a bit of a special kind of slightly impromptu chat with a lovely gentleman called Mike, who I'm going to introduce to in a moment. So happy Friday. Before we've got our Lytham chat tonight, let's chat a bit. Let's go fruity. Let's go fruity. Fruity Friday. I'm just going to go with that. So let's bring on Mike. Mike, we're going with Fruity Friday.
Absolutely perfect with us.
Yeah, that fits, doesn't it?
Absolutely. One of your 5 a day. Where can you go wrong?
I know. Well, I've got 6 of my 5 a day lined up here.
Absolutely.
I think.
There's nothing better than having too much of it. Too much of a good thing.
The builders have just looked at me like clambering up the stairs with clanking glasses going, you want to turn the radio down? I'm like, yeah, because I've got to talk about fruit liqueurs. So introduce yourself for us, Mike. Who are you? What do you do? Where are you from?
So Mike Norton. I'm from Hogg Norton Fruit Liqueurs. I'm in partnership with Adrian Hogg. So as you can see, we spent a fortune on the marketing side to call us Hogg Norton. And we produce traditionally made fruit liqueurs, all natural, no additives, no preservatives at all. So they're all 30% proof. So they're strong enough to have on their own.
They are indeed.
With a lemonade, with a soda. Perfect in Proseccos. Perfect if you want to flavour gins or vodkas or other spirits, whiskey and rum. There's a couple that go really well with that. Or just over desserts and ice cream. They're so versatile.
This is like the multi-purpose beverage in the world. Like
absolutely, and we make it at 30%, which is strong for a liqueur because we like to drink it on its own. So we like it to have that.
So I bought your well, I didn't buy. I'm a liar. You kindly sent to me your mini 8-pack, which I just love, and I took a photo of it on Instagram, all lined up with the light shining through it. I thought it looked
absolutely
beautiful. And I drank 2 because I just thought, coming upstairs, little pots, take them with me. I drank 2 back to back of was it spiced plum?
Spiced plum, yeah.
Oh, and I had one with ginger ale and one with a bit of ginger ale and one just with a bit of tonic. And you're right, at 30%, that is like proper drink, isn't it?
It is, and I really like that one with a whiskey as well. That goes really well with a whiskey, or actually just warm. Put it with a little bit of water or something like that, and warm it up. It's fantastic. So what we do with that, we use Victoria plum. And that steeps in the vats for at least 3 months. And then 6 days before we bottle it, we put some star anise and lemon zest. So you get the complexity of the plum with a little bit of the heat from the star anise and lemon zest. It doesn't overpower it. So, and then you get that warming feeling as it comes through. So
I did get that warming feeling 2 times around because I drank 2 little.
Absolutely.
So when you say, let me just hold up this beautiful collection. I love your branding, by the way. We know I'm a marketer.
Thank you. Yeah, we're quite proud of it. It does exactly what it says, and it's quite vibrant and fantastic.
Nice, clean, simple, bold, colourful, very nice. So when you say traditionally made, what does that mean? Hi, Linda.
Well, basically, back to the monks, they used to, get alcohol and then put fruit in it and leave it. So we do it a little bit better than they did. So we take a organic base ethanol or a base alcohol. So we preferred the organic one because when we tasted it and decided what we wanted to use as the base, the non-organic gave a slight metallic taste that we didn't like, but the organic one didn't. So that's distilled at 96%, a little bit strong then. So we dilute that down to mid 40s, late 30s as a percent. Depends which fruit we're going to put in. Yeah. And then we put the fruit in to our recipe, and then it literally just steeps in that alcohol for at least 3 months. Some fruits take longer. That's why you don't get the alcoholic hit at the back of your throat, because it's so smooth, because it just sits there, and all the colour and all the flavour purely comes from the fruit. We don't use any additives, no preservatives, no colouring. That is all from the fruit. So every bit of colour and flavour purely comes from the fruit. Then we filter it and bottle it. So that's it. That's all blackberry. That is just colours, from the blackberry, steeped in there. We don't crush them, we don't press them. We just leave the blackberries. We stir them every day, and that's where the color comes from. The strawberries amazing. The strawberries come out nearly white when we get all the flavor that's come through, and you can just smell the natural fruit when you open them, and that's what you get. And we get so many compliments about the taste because it is all natural. Really does come through. And the strawberry one's the sweetest we do because we only use English strawberries. So there's a natural sweetness in the English strawberry. They're the worst ones to prepare because they're tiny and everything else, but we just want to really keep it to that. We only use British fruit, with the exception of we've just done a Seville orange. So we use Spanish oranges for that, but everything else is British fruit, locally picked where we can locally. So all the plums are from our own farm. And the gooseberries are from the garden. We've just done some sour cherries. They're from the sour cherry trees. So as local as we can, but everything is pure British fruit and no additives or preservatives at all.
So Mike, I've got to ask, you're stirring every day. Who gets the stirring job? Is it Hogg or Norton?
It's Hogg because we've converted one of the barns, and he gets to go in and stir them every day. And when we lift the lid, we've got a mixture of 200 and 100 litre vats, and when you lift the lid off, the smell, it's just amazing. That comes through with that. So every day we give each one a stir. And then as they're filtered, we lift all the fruit out and then squeeze the fruit out in a bag. So and that's where all the fruit comes, all the flavoring comes from.
What do we do with that fruit? Can we make cakes with it? Is it
we're very fortunate is we've actually partnered with Nottingham University. So we have prior to lockdown, some students have been doing their part of their master's degree on food waste and food products. And part of those we've been working with them around producing some fruit jellies. So we're in the final stages of going through, and 5 of them have done their theses and everything else on exactly how they've gone through the process and how they've made it. And it's quite fascinating how they've done that, about using the waste. But they've analysed the waste from the filter bags to see what's in there and how the pectins move from the fruit and what we can do with all of that. So they've done a very scientific approach to what we've done, which, because our liqueurs, you can see, are very, very clean. There is occasionally a little swirl of sediment, and that's predominantly in the strawberries, because we filter them down to 0.5 of a micron under pressure. So the first filtration's through a large bag, and then it goes through a 50 micron, a 10 micron, 5 micron, a 1 micron, and then we filter at 0.5 micron through pressure before we bottle it. So that's where we get the clarity comes through. And the way that we filter it, we don't lose any of the color or the flavor. So because it's a gentle filter, so we don't force the filtration process to do that. So it's quite a labor intensive. But again, we're quite passionate. We've won the Great Taste Awards for the strawberry, raspberry, and blackberry last year, and we've won the sloe this year. So we're extremely proud of that as well. So,
did you say you're on a farm? You've got land that you're using, so you're picking the fruit from your own farm, and it's all happening in you're Chesterfield, aren't you?
Chesterfield in Derbyshire, yeah.
You're doing the whole end-to-end process in one location. This is not being shipped to somewhere else, and then No,
we do everything end to end. So the gooseberries are picked. I live about 6 miles away from the farm. So the gooseberries, we're very fortunate. We've got about 4 acres garden. So not fortunate when we're looking after it, but fortunate to be doing it. So we have the rhubarb we've grown all our own rhubarb this year. So rhubarb's a new one that we've done that we're.
What's that here, Mike?
It's in the vats. We've not done it yet, so it's in the vats. The first press is in the vats. So we'll ensure that everybody, you and everybody online, also gets choice to get some of those first. So during lockdown, we've done a sour cherry, and that's come out excellent. A rhubarb. We've tried that a few years and not got it right, but we've managed to get it right this time to how we want to have it, which is unusual with that one. So what we've done with that, we've taken the rhubarb, peeled the rhubarb, slowly cooked the rhubarb, but not with the peel, and then steep that slow cooked rhubarb with the peel into the vats. That's how we've done the rhubarb, and we've got that tasting amazing. Before, we've always not quite been able to get the taste how we wanted it, but that's trial and error how we've done that. So we've done that.
The beauty of going through this. So how many do you have? Right, I'm going to hold mine up. So this set, so you sent me, kind of sent me this. This is your 8. You've got a set, haven't you, of 8 minis?
So we do 7. Currently, we've got 7 flavors, of which then we've got 3 that haven't been released yet. That they're going to be released fairly soon.
Okay.
And then potentially we have a 4th. So we have the strawberry, gooseberry, spice plum, the mixed berry, the raspberry, the blackberry, and the sloe, which is a 7. And then I put an extra plum in for yours. We've now yet to be released. We have the sour cherry, rhubarb, and the Seville orange. And we've purposely kept the Seville orange slightly bitter, so it's totally different. I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. But it's got that bitter taste. So we've purposely done that. And each liqueur we do is slightly different on the palate. So there's a slight, depends where you have. Some people will prefer one to another, and it's amazing. People prefer, certainly when you get couples as well, and it's like, oh, you'll really like this one, and they go, oh, I'm not so keen on that one, but I really like that one. So, but yeah, so there's a slightly different taste on the palate. Gooseberries, we've kept that a little bit. It's very refreshing, and it's a little bit of a tarty kick, but not too much of a tart kick. So we pick the gooseberries when we can eat them off the bush without, having a shiver go through our spine. So we keep that.
A tarty kick is fine by me. I live my
absolutely. Yeah. So again, we've done that totally different. And a mixed berry is just a whole fruit explosion. Summer pudding in a glass is the mixed berry one. So
I have a friend coming over tomorrow afternoon for a little bit, and she has also bought your set. So she's in the membership squad. Because you've given us 20% off, which is very kind of you.
Right.
She bought one of your sets. I think she was your first customer in the membership squad.
Yes. Literally day one we went live. Yes.
It was day one. She messaged me and she said, "Should I bring my set over when I come and see you in a few weeks?" I was like, "Yes." So that's tomorrow night. So I think or tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. So maybe this might like a fruit liqueur photo shoot bomb happening in my kitchen tomorrow.
Well, what's amazing when you come over, get a little shot glass and just half fill the shot glass, and then just pour a little cream. It will float on the top, and then just a tiny little bit of cream. Yeah, it'll float on the top, and then just literally 3 or 4 grains of sugar. Yeah, and then it's just like a jammy dodger shot.
I'm so excited.
If you've got friends around and just to start off with, or do that, it's amazing. And then if you want to do a cocktail, a little bit of tequila, a little bit of that, and a squeeze of lime, and you've got a margarita.
Oh, Bryn's asking, what are the ABV? The ABV, they are 30%, Bryn. Lovely.
30%.
All 30%.
But you don't get that alcoholic spirit taste. Kick it back. It really is smooth. So yeah.
But you can enjoyably tell when you've drank 2 doubles almost neat. That's why
absolutely. That's why we make it. That's why we make it that way, because we like it like that.
Yeah, you like to tell that you're drinking. So, of your fruit liqueur family, of which I've got the majority, and there's more fruit liqueur children to come. We've just heard. The one that is your go-to, like that's the one I want. That's my favorite. Have you got a favorite?
So, having twin boys, you never have a favorite. So, but yeah, for me, purely because I like the blackberry. Blackberry is one of my favorite fruits. That's good. In the heartstrings, it's strawberry because that's the first one that we ever did.
Right.
So to do that one, but I really do like. There's 2, and it's difficult to choose from. The spice plum. Purely because I can have that with a whiskey. I like the complexity. It's really good. And the other one is the sloe, because again, it's just come out amazing with the sloe. So we've just taken the sloe and done exactly what we do, and it's really come out amazing. And that's the award-winning one this year. To have that, and again, you can have that with a whiskey. Put it with a gin, you get a sloe gin. But yeah, you can have a slow vodka, slow whiskey, slow. Yeah, that's They're the ones. The others are good. And the mixed berry, I love that as well because of fruit flavour.
I love how you're already at 30%, yet the common theme here, Mike Norton, is adding more alcohol. Like you could put this alcoholic high-strength liqueur with another part of alcohol, and it also tastes delicious.
Absolutely. I mean, we like them on their own, just to drink them on their own. I think they're amazing on their own. But everything, you know, when you've got get a basic gin or a basic vodka or any basic spirit, and put any one of those, you've got an artisan drink. Yeah. So you've got a raspberry vodka or a raspberry gin or a spice plum gin or a strawberry vodka or you have all of those. So all of a sudden in your drinks cabinet, you have a base if you want to have all those flavors, and then you just add them to them as you go through. So you could sit and have a strawberry gin and then think, oh, I'll have a raspberry vodka, and then, oh, I'll just have a shot of slow on its own, or I'll just do that. So the opportunities are endless.
You've got a whole going
and cook with them. Add them to cakes or pour them over your ice cream, put them in your fruit salad. Just gives that little bit of dimension, a kick. We've had chefs that have made sauces out of them. So use the gooseberry, heated the gooseberry up, put a load of berries in there and a little bit of mustard, and made a sauce for some of his salads and meats. Goes great with wild boar and things like that. So to make a sauce with them.
Getting all sophisticated now. Look, my audience, they're just ice. We're like ice, maybe.
Absolutely. But it just shows the versatility of them. Yeah.
So when are the others going to be ready? Is it pre-Christmas? Have they just gone in the vats? Is it post-Christmas?
Pre-Christmas. So we're going to get the Seville orange out in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
All right.
And the sour cherry will come out probably a couple of weeks after that. And rhubarb we're going to try for Christmas. We may not. So we'll see how that goes. So
I'm just going to write that you have kindly given 20% off for those in the membership squad. And your website is
hoggnorton.com. HOGGNORTON.com.
Hoggnorton.com.
And it's the same on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram as well.
So I will be trying these tomorrow night. I say trying, it makes me laugh, tasting, drinking.
Enjoy them. That's what they're there for. They're there to be enjoyed.
Bryn says, Bryn, who is a distiller, Hawkins Distillery, does it go well on bacon? I'm fresh out of wild boar. Try it.
Absolutely. So now, this is very tongue-in-cheek, and it needs to be taken in this way. What I'm going to say is, when we first started, because I mentioned bacon. Yeah. When we first started, we looked at what we could do with the waste. And at the time, we'd got some pigs at the farm. Yeah. So we actually thought of boozy bacon, but we didn't think that would be appropriate. So that's what I'm saying. Very tongue-in-cheek. But yeah, that would be, just a funny anecdote that you think of. So goes well with absolutely everything. The sauce that the chefs have produced came out great because, and they only put a shot in, just a shot, just to give it that little bit of a kick and a flavour. Added a few berries into it and a little bit of the mustard, and it really gives the sauce some depth.
Excellent. Well, I wish I could sit and drink one now, but unfortunately I have to go and pick up my 2 small humans from school. So I will be saving it for, I think I'll save the entire set for tomorrow night with my good friend. So we've got, hoggnorton.com. Your Norton is doing one side of things. Hogg is out stirring, picking and stirring.
Yep.
I split it pretty well between the two of you. How long have you been going, by the way? How long have you been going?
We started how we started the company. We sat around in Christmas 2015 with somebody bought us some fruit liqueurs, and we'd made some just flavored vodkas and flavored gins, etc. that we'd done, and we sat there and thought we can do far better than this. And it was the liqueurs, the bought liqueurs. They were obviously concentrated, very syrupy, and everything else. And that's where we get people that go, oh, it's not syrupy, and it's not. And that's because we use all natural products.
Yeah.
So we started the discussion. I've got some outbuildings here at home, so I was going to do it just on my own. And then Adrian said, well, let's do something together. And that's where it started. And we started from, like anything, in a few demijohns and making small bits, to, you know, state-of-the-art 5 hygiene rated, completely stainless steel operation that we've got now. We do them in 200 litre vats and 100 litre vats. We've got a mixture of the two. So that's where we are. So we've won 4 international awards with the Great Taste Awards. So yeah, so literally from that kitchen table, sat around. I must admit, we were not that thirsty when we were discussing it first. We'd tasted quite a few, and yeah, that's where we started. And so many friends, yeah, love being involved in tasting the new flavors. We tend to have, you know, find friends from everywhere when we do the tastings. So and we're quite strict. We have a proper tasting panel and a proper tasting criteria that they all have to go through, and things like that. But yeah, we have many friends when we come to new flavors and new tastings.
That's a common theme. When I've spoken to distillers and these in this drinks business, we all of a sudden get loads of friends. Funny enough, I've had a few more friends that have joined me. My mum wants to see a lot more of me over the past few months.
Absolutely, yes. They like inviting you to parties as well, so we get invited to lots of parties. Yes.
Funny that indeed. Lovely. All right, well, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that 20% discount with those who are in our membership squad. That's really
absolutely. No, and thank you for all the members as well. And look, just try them, use them, enjoy them. That's what we make them for. We're passionate about making them. So you get the flavors of our of all the work that we do, and get to enjoy it all.
We will do indeed. Thank you so much. Right, well, I will share this video with the members in the membership group and remind them all of this amazing offer. And thank you so much for both making it and introducing us to it in these beautiful little bottles. Lovely.
Super. We do them in the larger ones as well. You can get the 250ml bottles as well. Yeah. So.
Smuggle size. It's actual size as well.
We like to say the handbag size or pocket size. They're perfect.
That's classier than smuggle size. All right, well, we will say thank you for that, Mike. We will say goodbye to everybody, and I will see you in a second. So thanks everybody for joining us, and we will see you all very soon.
Thank you, everybody.